Welcome to the last stream of 2022. Let's get it. I appreciate everybody for tuning in, stopping by, showing love. We are going to be ranking as a community the top 10 sneakers of this year. So let's get it. Show some love right now. Hit that like button. And if you are new here, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. I'm getting the final touches up on the stream, and you guys will be able to see my beautiful face. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Make sure you guys smash that like button. And like I said, if you are new here, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. We will be getting to the sneakers shortly. And boy, oh boy, do we have a list to put together. I compiled about 15 to 20 pairs that we're going to go through. We're going to sort out, and we're going to make our top 10 list together as a community. So let's get right into that. I'm just making sure everything is good on the stream, and it is looking good. It is looking right. Let's get it. And if you guys want to have a live discussion, make sure you guys hop in the Discord. You guys can join up on the Discord, and I will be in the voice channel 1, so you guys can discuss this live, and we can have a little debate on why you believe one shoe should be somewhere on the list, where it should be, all of that good stuff. So let's get started. Let me make sure I am in the voice channel. So when you go to the Discord, I will be in the voice channel 1 general. You guys can catch me there. You guys can join up, and we can have a discussion. But without further ado, let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's see. Can y'all see me? Let me know. Hey, let me know who's in chat right now. Let me know who's in chat right now. Let me see all the ghost watchers. Let me know. And let me know how y'all Saturday is going. What do you guys have planned for tonight? What are you guys doing on your New Year's Eve? I'm happy you guys are here with me, enjoying it. We're not going to take up too much of your time. Hopefully we can compile this list fairly shortly, within 30 minutes or so. But we do have a lot of sneakers to go over. Let me make sure I have this on. Plug my headset in. Hold on one second. Let me get this right. So if anybody does want to join up on the channel, take that Discord link, and we will discuss the sneakers. Alright, so I'm in the Discord. Like I said, all you gotta do is come right over here, join up on the Discord. Let me show you. Right here, go to voice channels, general. I'm sitting here, chilling. Let's get it. Let's do it. 2022 had so many good sneaker releases. Hundreds and hundreds of just random mid stuff. But I compiled about maybe 20, 25-ish of my personal favorite, and I'm hoping you guys agree with me on these 20 to 25. And if I did miss any, make sure to drop them down in the chat down below, or if you are watching this on the playback, let me know in the comments which shoe you would add to the list, which shoe did I leave off, which shoe did I snub. But since we go here, we'll start off with this one right here. We got the Air Jordan 4 Military Black. Now, this sneaker did release. There's a whole bunch of release dates, so I'm not going to know any of them. I'm going to have to come down here on May 21st. So, halfway through the year, basically, this shoe did come out. A lot of people are still hyping this shoe up. And I know a lot of sneaker stores and resale shops, specifically like StockX and GOAT, they move a lot of units of this pair. So, it is a popular shoe. Air Jordan 4 was the sneaker of 2022. We saw a lot of Air Jordan 2s come out, but the most popular shoe was definitely the Air Jordan 4. People love it, and that's why I had it on the list of the top 20 to 25. We will be narrowing it down. We'll go through all of them, and then we'll start taking out some of the losers, some of the less popular ones, and we'll go on through there. We're trying to compile it to about 10 shoes, maybe 1 or 2 honorable mentions. But we'll keep it there. Next up, we do have the Air Max 1 Concepts. Now, I picked out the Far Out colorway. Now, you can pick. I'm basically putting this as a group, all three together. So that's the heavy, the mellow, the Far Out, whichever one you like. You guys can interchange it, but I'm gonna put the whole project as a whole as one sneaker. Now, I was looking back at one of my past videos, and we were going over the top 10 sneakers to release so far in 2022, which was about the halfway mark. And this was actually, I believe, my #1 sneaker to have released the halfway mark. So I had to add this on the list. If it was my #1 sneaker going into halfway through 2022, it has to be on this list. And I'm thinking maybe this shoe might take that 10 or that 9th spot because I think I might have 9 other better shoes than this on the list. But that's just some food for your thought. We do have the Air Max 1 Travis Scott in the brown colorway. Not the gold one. If you like it, well, whatever. It's all good. But I specifically picked this brown colorway. Travis Scott definitely came back in 2022. We didn't see much of him in 2021. But then we saw the Air Max 1, the Air Trainer, Air Jordan 1 Lows. So we saw a lot of Travis Scott sneakers dropping this year. And this was just one of them. We do have the Nike SB Dunk Low Concepts Orange Lobster, one of the more recent releases that came out about 2 weeks ago. This shoe is fire in my opinion, and that lobster pack, all the colors are amazing. Let's see, obviously Air Force 1 Off-White Brooklyn. I had to put this on the list. RIP Virgil. This was one of the most hyped shoes of the year. Green being my favorite color. Come on, it's a must. What else? Oh, right here we have another Travis Scott Air Jordan 1 Low Reverse Mocha. A lot of people's top 5 sneaker. I've been watching a lot of people's lists, and this has been coming top 5 in almost everybody's list right here. We have the Air Jordan 2 Gray Fog Union. Now, a lot of people were starting to forget about some of these earlier sneaker releases. I believe this one came out during around that halfway mark as well. That August, June, July, that summer range. And either colorway, this Gray Fog or the Rattan would do. Represents both of it. We do have the New Balance 993 Joe Fresh Goods. I picked the pink colorway, but all 3 colorways are fire. We do have a blue, a green, and a pink. We do have another New Balance. New Balance killed it this year. New Balance went off crazy. Materials, comfort, storytelling. New Balance had it all this year. And a new model right here, a 9060 Joe Fresh Goods. That chunky dad sole, kind of giving you that Yeezy 500, Yeezy 700 vibe. Let's see, Air Jordan 2 Alma Maniere as well. Alma Maniere, Union, all of these brands killed it this year. And this Air Jordan 2 is amazing. And spoiler alert, there is another Air Jordan Alma Maniere on this list. We also have the Kobe 6 Protro, a beautiful shoe, a beautiful tribute. We had originally thought this was the last Kobe to ever release, but luckily they signed the contract. They got all that stuff taken care of. So we did see this one as the first Kobe back. Beautiful sneaker. Not too crazy on the colorway because it is pretty plain, black, white, and gold. But just the meaning behind it, what it means to sneakers, it has to be on this list. Like I said, we're just going over my top 20-ish, top 25-ish, and then we're going to cut the list down somehow, some way to about 10-ish or so. We do have the Air Jordan 1 Lost and Found. Probably everybody's sneaker of the year. One of the best sneakers to release in the last 5 to 7 years, in my opinion. We last saw the Chicago colorway back in 2015. So it's been some time since we've seen this OG colorway. But they did add their little spice to it. They added their own flavor, making it a reimagined Lost and Found, where we do have the crumbled around the ankle collar. The leather is cracking in the middle portions and the toe box. We have the yellow tongue, yellow midsole. The outsole is a little whitewashed, which is dope. Box, all that accessibility. This shoe is amazing. Now, kind of a controversial shoe, and why when I say that is kind of a controversial shoe to be on a top 10 sneakers of the year list because of the price tag and the availability. This shoe is super limited, super hard to get, and super expensive even at that retail level, coming in at around $2,500 to $3,000, you know, after tax, give or take a pair if you were lucky enough to hit for retail. This shoe is going for anywhere between $7,000 to $12,000 depending on the colorway you picked up. But just the meaning behind it, the LV collabed with Nike on the Air Force One. This is everybody's dream. Every Air Force One collector always dreamed of having a high designer collab on it. I already know so many stories up in all the people up in New York taking off the normal Nike swoosh, putting on, you know, a Gucci Nike swoosh or an LV material Nike swoosh. Just what this means for sneaker culture and Virgil Abloh's legacy, his last sneaker that he was able to do. That's why I had to put this on, you know, some list, and hopefully it makes the top 10. Let this load. Okay, so we do have the Air Jordan 3 Fire Red, probably one of my favorite retros to drop all year, and the fact that this shoe is sitting is a sad thing to see. Just not for the fact that reselling is better, I just mean like people didn't appreciate this shoe. That's what I mean by it's a sad thing to see. Obviously, I'm happy that people can walk into the store and pick up their pair with ease, but it's a sad thing to see that it didn't get the love and respect that this sneaker should get. Next up, we have a Trophy Room Air Jordan 7. I'm a sucker for Air Jordan 7, a good Air Jordan 7, and the storytelling materials on here is dope. But I'll tell you this right now, this is probably one sneaker that I'm thinking about cutting off on the list already. We do have the Nike Air Max 97 Silver Bullet, arguably one of the best Nike Air Maxes of all time, and probably the best Air Max 97 of all time. Now we do have a Nike Dunk on the list. I know Nike Dunks went crazy. Panda Dunks, even though it didn't come out in 2022, it still ruled the sneaker market, selling hundreds and hundreds of thousands of Pandas on resale shops, resale markets such as StockX and GOAT. But I didn't put the Pandas on here, but I kind of put a Panda equivalent, if you want to call it. It's a black and white color blocking, but this one has a lot more detail, a lot more meaning to it. So we do have the Huff Nike Dunk Low. We have the skyline on the back, one representing San Francisco, one representing New York City. Where you at? Stand up, my boy. We got 7 top 7 in the building. I appreciate you for coming through, my boy. Another sneaker we have is the Salehi Croc. Salehi Bembury is going crazy, whether it's a New Balance collab, whether it's a Croc collab. He doesn't seem to miss. I had to put this on the list, and this goes for any color. I just put a random color on here. Now we're getting to the A Ma Maniére that I promised y'all. The A Ma Maniére Air Jordan 4, kind of a late submission, coming in around November 23rd. That is the date that it dropped. A fire shoe. I really can't say anything bad about this shoe. Materials, price point. It was super easy to get for me personally. I copped on A Ma Maniére's website, as well as I was able to get a pair on the Sneakers app. Shout out to the plug, always holding it down. So I was able to hit 2 pairs for this beautiful shoe. So wasn't too much of a difficult cop. And the price point right now, going for about $4 to $4.50 depending on your size. Super dope. Let's see what chat's talking about. Wow, that's amazing. Of course, yes sir. And then I want those Crocs. Those Crocs are fire. Now I put this shoe on the list. This shoe is not in my top 10, not in my top 20. This might be my top 10 ugliest sneakers to drop in 2022. But I did just want to talk about it because this did get a little bit of a hype towards the end, right where the release was happening. We saw initial images earlier in the year, probably around that summertime. And then it kind of fell off. No one was really talking about it. And then as soon as the release happened, I don't know, everybody started going crazy. And the resale for this pair is kind of high. So I know a lot of people were interested in it. I just wanted to put it on the list so we can discuss it and talk about it. And if anybody in chat wants this shoe on the list, let me know. Let me know. Let's see. Next up, another late entry. We got a lot of heat towards the end of the year. I would say between November, I would say probably beginning of November to end of December, we were just getting fire release after fire release after fire release. The shoe market, the shoe releases did tend to dip between that summertime, July, August, to about November. So those 3 or 4 months were kind of dead for me personally. Nothing I was truly interested in. But then it took off. It was week after week after week, and some releases even happened day after day after day. So my bank account started to hurt after some of these releases because I was getting lucky and hitting on a lot. A lot of people are talking about this, the Tom Sachs GPS shoe. Now, originally, I was on board with it, but as I saw more and more images of it, just wasn't a sneaker that fit my personal style. Now, the fact that it is a newer model, a lot of people were liking that. The fact that it was accessible, the yellow pair was at Kohl's. And basically, anyone that wanted this shoe was able to get it. I was lucky enough to hit on a email raffle, but unfortunately I didn't check out in time. The email went to my junk mail and I wasn't able to check out. So you know how things go. But this shoe is cool. I put it on the list. This release date, it was released way earlier. But I just wanted to put this on the list so we can have the discussion. Next up, we have a Drake Certified Lover Boy Nocta, whatever you want to call it, Air Force One, Love You Forever. Now, this is a basic white-on-white Air Force One. The only factors that make this shoe stand out is we do have, the hearts instead of the stars. We have a leather sock lining, which is fire. The material on the leather itself is A1, a lot better than the traditional white on white Air Force Ones. We have Love You Forever written on the side instead of Air. And you know, it is a Drake collab, so it was going to go crazy. Some other cool details is that we do have those little square beads, those friendship bracelets that we used to make back in the 90s, early 2000s. It does come with a whole bunch of those, so you can write out whatever you want on the tongue, which is a cool hit. And what would be a 2022 sneaker list if I didn't add another New Balance sneaker on that list? And we have the Salehe Bembury New Balance. What model is this? The 990 V2. Alright, so that was a mouthful. We are about 18 minutes in and we only talked about my 20 to 25 best sneakers. Let's try to speed through this little round right here and let's cut off some of these that weren't just in that top 10, that top tier list. So for starters, let me see. Trophy rooms are gone. Let me know if I made a mistake. Trophy rooms are gone. And let me know some of y'all favorites. What are y'all hoping to see in this top 10 list? Trophy rooms are out of here. Let's see. Alright, so we did talk about this one. Not my favorite. It is a new model, so it is interesting. But top 10 sneakers of the year has to do something. This is just too basic for me. This is an everyday wear, which is the purpose of the shoe. It is called general purpose shoe. It's meant to do everything and is meant to be general purpose shoe. But for me, top 10 sneakers of the year can't be a general purpose shoe. Can't be something so basic. So you're out of here as well. Let's see. Right here, this was never making the list, but I did want to talk about it and discuss it with y'all. This is out of here. Get off my list. Let's see. We're going through it. Trying to see. All right, so let me make a hard decision right here. I don't want to have two Air Max 1s on the list. So I'm going to choose between the Travis Scott Air Max 1 and the Concepts Air Max 1s. And if you guys know that original list that I had, these Concepts were top 10 of halfway through 2022. These Travises have to go. Let's see. All right, so we got some New Balances on the list. Let's cut some of these New Balances. We got 3 different New Balances on the list. I think, honestly, I'm going to cut the Joe Freshgood 9060. It was fire, but I like the 993 better, and I do like this 992 better from Salehe Bembury. So this 9060 Joe Freshgoods, you are amazing, but you got to go. Let's see, where else can we make some changes? Let's see if we cut some of these Jordan 2s. Let's choose between the Jordan 2 A Ma Maniere and the Jordan 2 Union. So we do have the Union. Where is it? Did I exit it out? No, right here. So we have the Jordan 2 Union Gray Fog and the Rattan colorway. For the A Ma Maniere, we only have the one colorway. To be honest with you, I already have my mind made up as we were going through this list. I'm going to be cutting the A Ma Maniere Air Jordan 2s and keeping the Union Air Jordan 2s. Let's keep it moving. I keep clicking on this Nocta. I don't know. This is just too basic for me. It is basically an all-white Air Force One. No way on my top 10 list can basically an all-white Air Force One beat out all these other amazing shoes. So Drake, you're getting the cut, my boy. Sorry about that. Let's see where else can we make some cuts. I'm not sure about these Crocs, bro. I'm not sure if these Crocs are going to be top 10 material. Yep, Crocs are gone. Crocs are gone. See you later, alligator, my boy. So what are we down to? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. We need 6 more shoes down to make the top 10 list, but I'm gonna do 2 honorable mentions. So if we cut it down to we cut down 4 more pairs, we basically have the list, and then we just have to rank it from there. Okay, so Nike Dunks, these are fire. I think the concept is cool. It is dope. It is that fringe, that 15, 16 range. So you're going to have to be cut, my boy. Let's see. A Ma Manieres, can't let those go. Can't let those go. Joe Freshgoods. Oh, did I just cut one? Did I just cut one? Please tell me I didn't cut one. Oh, yes, I did. I cut the military black 4. Hey, we leave it up to fate, my boy. Military black 4s, you're out of there. You're out of there. We leave it up to fate. I like it. I like it. I was going to cut them anyways. All right, so now this list, I made my own personal list, my top 10 pickups of 2022. So I'm trying to be as unbiased as I can as the best sneakers of 2022. And if I had to make a list of the best sneakers of 2022, the Air Max 97 Silver Bullets don't make that list. They make my personal favorite list, but as an objective standpoint, I can't put this on the list because there's just too much fire on here, and these just don't hold up with it. So they're gonna have to get the boot, my boy. Sorry about that. So let's slow down on the cutting. We'll slow down on the cutting. Let's put some shoes on the list that are basically guaranteed locks. I'll move them to the front, right here to the right of the screen. I'll move them right here that are guaranteed locks. Let's pick 4 guaranteed locks. Let's pick 4 guaranteed locks to help us choose. So for starters, the Air Jordan 1 Reimagined Lost and Found. That's gonna be a guaranteed lock for me. I don't know. Let me know in the comments. Let me know in the chat right now if I'm bugging, but that is going to be a guaranteed lock for me. Let's pick 3 more guaranteed locks. Okay, guaranteed lock at top 10. I'm gonna have to put the LV Air Force One. Even though that they're unobtainable, what this meant for sneakers has to be on the list. Guaranteed lock, in my opinion. Let's see another guaranteed lock. I'm gonna have to go with. No, I can't go with the Orange Lobster SB. I can't go with that. Let's go with the Travis Scott Reverse Mocha. I think this was on a lot of people's top 10 lists, and I think this is a good sneaker. Colorway is amazing, easily wearable with anything, and you can't go wrong with a brown and tan sneaker. So I got my 3 locks right there. One more lock. And I'm gonna make a bold choice right here. I'm gonna make a bold choice, and I'm gonna make the Air Max 1 Concepts special box, far out, or whatever colorway you want, the mellow or the heavy. I'm gonna make those my 4 locks. So we gotta choose between these. We gotta get 6 out of these right here. 6 out of here. All right. So for starters, I'm gonna have to cut that Air Jordan 2. It just wasn't that memorable. Colorway was pretty basic. Wasn't anything that stood out. Now, it might be a little bit of recency bias, but it is what it is. It is not going to make this top 10 list. And then another shoe that I think is on the fringe, could be an honorable mention, could be this Salehe Bembury New Balance. Let me see, how many do we have so far? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so we have our top 12. Yeah, they're nice. Yes, sir. So we have our top 12. Let's do 2 honorable mentions, and let's do the top 10 lists for now. So let's do 2 honorable mentions. Let's get that out of the way. I think for me personally, the Salehe Bembury is going to be an honorable mention number 1. And honorable mention number 2 might have to be, this is going to be hard right here, might have to be the Air Jordan 3 Fire Red. So right here, these are my back 2 right here. So this is 12 and 11. This is 12 and 11. All right, we're making the list. We're making some headway, guys. We're making some headway. So let's make that number 10 through 9. Let's make the number 10 through 9. All right, so what I'm feeling off this list, I know we did have those Air Max 1 Concepts at number 1 at the halfway mark through 2022. But based off of everything that came out, these are just not holding up to it. So I'm gonna put these at number 10. I want to put this at the number 10 best sneaker of 2022. Now this list, as we're going through it, as I'm feeling it out, Might change. I might add a shoe back. I might bring a shoe back. I might take a shoe away. Might move it from 10 to 9 as I'm making the list. But right now, I'm going to go with the 10 spot. I'm going to go with the Air Max 1 Concepts, the whole collab in general. Next shoe, number 9. Number 9 on the list. This is going to be difficult. I think I'm going to go with the Air Jordan 5 DJ Khaled. Materials on here is amazing. Only problem with this shoe is the wearability. And that peach color is a little too loud. I think the off-white one, which is kind of a sail colorway, I think that's the exact name of it, is the Sail Air Jordan 5 DJ Khaled, might be a little bit more wearable. But for this one right here, I think that's going to be in the number 9 spot. And I think Complex Sneakers had this like at number 5. But for me, and I think for the consensus of the community, I think number 9 is a good enough spot. Let me know if I should move it up to a higher spot or if I should move it to number 10 or outside the top 10. Okay. So I'm trying to choose between, the LV Air Force One and the Brooklyn Air Force One. Now, the reason why I'm going to make the decision right now, I'm making it right now, it's in my head, but the reason why, let me give you some backstory. The reason why I'm going to put this Air Force One at number 8 and not the LV one is because we've seen a lot of these, not a lot, but we've seen the off-white dude, the yellow pair, the blue pair, the black pair, the white pair, these museum exclusive ones, these museum Nike Air Force Ones. So we've seen this before. We've never seen LV team up the way they did with Nike Air Force Ones. So they're going to hold a little bit more weight. So at the number 8 spot, I'm going to put the Air Force One Off-White Brooklyn. So that's number 8. We're moving up here. All right, so I think I know 7 and 6. And it's between the Nike SB Dunk Low Orange Lobster or the Travis Scott Reverse Mocha. I think I'm going to put at number 7 the Nike SB Dunk Low Orange Lobster. And then I'm going to put the Travis Scott Air Jordan 1 Low at number 6. So basically we got our top 5 right here. This is my top 5 list right now. And I'm liking it. I am liking it. So based off the shoes right here, I'm thinking for number 5, the number 5 spot for me personally, and I think a lot of you guys might share the same sentiment, I'm choosing between the Nike Kobe 6 Protro or the New Balance 993 Joe Freshgoods. And I'm going to put the Kobe 6 Protro at number 5 and the New Balance 993 at number 4. Both fire colorways. I mean, both fire, stories, both fire, everything like that. All the yada, yada, yada. But for me to have the comfort at the New Balance spot 993, that's what's going to set this shoe apart. Colorway, they're both, one's a pink shoe, one's a black and white shoe, so it's not anything too crazy. Materials on the New Balance are going to be a lot better, but just comfort-wise, wearability, I'm going with the New Balance at number 4, the Kobe Protro 6 Mambacita at number 5. Green is the best. The green one. You like the green one better? All right. I feel that. So here we have it. Our top 3. We're choosing between the Air Jordan 1 Chicago Lost and Found, the LV Air Force One, and the A Ma Maniére. Now strictly for this list, I'm going to put the LV Air Force One at number 3. Only because it was practically unattainable, and if you guys were lucky enough to get this shoe, you guys were paying at least $3,000 at retail, and then $7K, $10K at the resale market. So not a lot of people had this shoe in hand. Luckily, I did see this pair a couple times at sneaker cons and some of the sneaker events in Atlanta. So if you guys never seen this shoe, materials is amazing. The leather quality on here is A1. Packaging, box, Louis Vuitton does not hold off on that. So for me, that's going to be my number 3 sneaker of the year. Then we get to the A Ma Maniére Air Jordan 4. I think I'm going to rock with this at number 2. And you guys have it right here. Air Jordan 1 lost and found at that number 1 sneaker spot. I think this list is fire. I think this list has a mix of hype, GRs, obtainable shoes, unattainable shoes. You know, it's a good mix for the high ballers, for the people that are just getting into sneakers. You guys can pick up some of these pairs for as low as $200. Some still might be sitting at your local Foot Lockers, Champs, JD Sports, Nikes, such stores like that. But right here we have it. 2 honorable mentions: the Salehi Bembury 990 V2, the Air Jordan 3 Air Jordan 3 Fire Red. Sorry about that. And in the top 10 sneakers, Air Max 1 Concepts, number 9, DJ Khaled's, 8, Off-White Brooklyn Museum, 7, Orange Lobsters, 6, Travis Scott Reverse Mochas. Top 5, we got the Kobe's, 4, 993 New Balance Joe Fresh Goods. Top 3, LV Air Force 1 Lows. A Ma Maniére 4s at number 2. And Jordan 1s at number 1. Make sure you guys let me know what you guys' thoughts and opinions of this list are. And let me know some of your top 10 sneakers of 2022. It's been an amazing year with sneakers. I appreciate everybody for tuning in, showing love. If you guys are watching this on the playback, I hope you guys have a happy new year. And that's going to wrap up the video today, guys. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for stopping through. Make sure to hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. 2023 is going to be a big year to growth, and we're going to continue to grow the channel. Thank you guys for rocking with me.